ML Sports Take here, brought to you by Welch & Company Jewelers, Rosie's Corner, and Elevate Fitness of Syracuse. The Buffalo Bills released a ton of players yesterday. Trey White, Jordan Poyer, Mitch Morse, as well as Saran Neal and Deontay Hardy, and Nyheim Hines before that. And look, it was a difficult day, obviously, but the Bills have to shed a lot of this money. And the reality is, I actually don't disagree with any of these moves except for Mitch Morse. The day before, the Bills traded Ryan Bates to the Bears. He's a guy who can play both center and guard. So you lose some depth there. Clearly, Brandon Beane's going to look into the draft. Clearly, there's a plan in place somewhere, somehow. David Edwards has been, pulled and extended back into the fold. Maybe Connor McGovern, Osiris Torrance will split some center duties and all the rest. But there is a plan in place. I just would have, if I'm the Bills, I would have looked deeper into, especially with Von Miller restructuring his contract, I would have looked deeper into the fact that last year you finally had the best offensive line for Josh Allen in this regime of Beane, McDermott, and Allen. And now the anchor of that is gone, the center and Mitch Morse. And I know it was $8.5 million. I know that's a huge number. It really is. But honestly, if you're still saying your Super Bowl window is open, I would want the big locker room guy, the center with the unbelievable chemistry with Allen. I'd want him on my roster. I would find other ways to cut money as opposed to the anchor who just basically directed the offensive line, the best of which happened finally for Josh Allen. I was very, very surprised by that one. I really was. And again, I know that there's a plan in place. I know they're going to try to work at it, but the reality is it took McDermott and Beane forever to get the offensive line the way it was last year, and now you're losing arguably the best piece there. So I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that one. ML Sports Take brought to you by Stanley Law Offices, Ken's Auto Detailing, and Barks and Rec Doggy Daycare.